Hi, it's Susan Lethbridge with Shaw TV at Johnny's Social Club, talking to the amazing and the fabulous Crystal Kolt, who is just, we are both culture crazy.
Wow, yeah, here we are. This is year 6. It's hard to believe that, that's keeps coming and growing. And I think we have probably even more than 100 events that we'll be offering in that 3-day period. And then you stick in the things that are happening before Culture Days with the home roots, and after. It's just, there's exciting the things that are happening in the Flin Flon and the area.
Yeah, we're blessed.
Yep.
And so let's start off. Culture Days is going to start Friday, September 30th. Mm-hmm. And one of the events that I'm really excited about is Culture's Cool for Kids.
Such a great event. Is this the 5th year or the 6th year? The 5th year of that as well. And the mandate of Culture Days was to provide an opportunity for every child from the beginning of your life to the end of your life to be able to have an opportunity to experience culture, fully realizing that it's just part of our lives. Whether you're into the arts or not into the arts is actually almost beside the point. It's just you're part of the group. So welcome to the group. And so you starting Culture's Cool for Kids was a great opportunity to really have fun with that younger age group.
Yeah, and we start off with it's going to be at the Catholic Church at 9 o'clock till noon. And we start off, we've got all these little centers. And so we've got a dancing center where we've got little tutus that I've just bought, little hats for the boys, and I'm looking for some canes if anybody's got canes out there. And then we've got an introduction to hoop dancing, hoop-de-doo we call it. And that is really an amazing one that is just Kelly Bluen does every year, and it goes over so well. Mm-hmm. Faith Cron's doing a little musical one that's always really fun. She does some songwriting with the kids. We do a little percussion.
Love Faith.
Faith's amazing.
Yeah.
And then Mike Spencer from the Norva Center always just brings all kinds of artistic fun. And
he's so cool.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Mike is he's always got different ideas. And so this is a program for like 3 to 5-year-olds. Mm-hmm. So come on out, and, really we could go on and on about the many events that we have there. But come on out for yourself, experience it. It's a parent and child program.
Mm-hmm. And this year it's in the mornings, right?
It's just in the morning from 9 until noon, and so we're going to cram everything in there. Bring your kids. We've got some daycares involved, and it just is going to be a really fun time.
Whenever I get a chance to come in and see, because I'm usually flying around town for those full 3 days, and it's just so delightful. It's just so much fun. The kids and the bannock making that's happening, and the drawing and the dancing and the games.
And now my favorite room is the acting out room, the dress-up room. I have got the best costumes, policeman outfits, fireman outfits, spies, pirates, anything you can imagine. Little girl, cute little tutus and little sparkly little dresses. We've got cool puppets. Mm-hmm. We've got a really nice new puppet stand that Julie made.
Julie, she's one of these people in the middle of the winter. She said, hey, I found this, at a garage sale or something, and this would be great for Culture Days. And it is.
I know it is. Yeah. No, so we could go on and on. So that's the one of the first Culture Days events, Friday, September 30th at 9 at the Catholic Church. And so then the Mining Academy.
Yeah, and that's open for a couple of days. And the Northern Manitoba Mining Academy became part of Culture Days about 2 years ago, I think. And this is such an asset to our community. And one of the things we were excited about having it as part of Culture Days is that, of course, mining is an important part of our culture and our heritage. And it was really important for me to really promote that and support that and advertise, because we feel that intrinsically an important part of our heritage. So people get to go there, and they have this $1 million, I think it's more than that, this amazing simulator.
Yes.
So you get to go and drive this simulator. My dad is coming in from Winnipeg specifically because that's one of the things he can't wait to try. And there are, I think, 2 mines.
They've mapped out the De Beers mine, a diamond mine, and they've mapped out 777.
Isn't that so cool? So you get to learn how to drive the
it's like a
tram.
scoop truck or something.
Yeah.
And hey, this is only one of 16 in North America. So this is, this is a real privilege, something that we have
It
here.
is. And you have to call the Mining Academy in advance and book your time with that. So
they're half an hour slots.
Yeah, so that you get to drive around and see what it's like. It's really, really cool. I'm hoping we'll be able to hear a little bit about Quest for the Meteorite again with Eckhart Bullman, who we just adore and love. And he has such an interesting and detailed knowledge about the region and mining. So that's always worth it as well. So Mining Academy, that's another great event that you can get into as well. And then another new thing this year. Now, we tried it once about 4 years ago, and it was such a huge success. I couldn't wait to try it again. And we are having a couture fashion show in Flin Flon because we all know wherever we live, whether you're in a big city or a remote community, that we're seeing the same things. We're seeing same media, whether it's on television or on the World Wide Web, and there is beauty everywhere. And so we're excited to be able to have another couture fashion show, but we're really excited as well to be able to have Leslie Pedraza, who is an LA fashion photographer. She was one of the top models in the world on the Milan and Paris and New York and London runways, and is now working as one of the great fashion photographers in LA. So she'll be here. People the week of will be able to get headshots done if you want to get a photo shoot with Leslie, which who gets, I'm going for it.
Cool.
I'm doing it.
All right.
I'm doing it. And so it's going to be really, really, who gets that?
Who gets that opportunity?
Who gets that opportunity? So that's something you can call the Reminder or the Arts Council if you're interested in booking for that. And she has this amazing team of people organizing this fashion show, which is going to be more than that. It's going to be actually an experience. There are going to be things that you can see there that you won't even believe. So you'll have to get tickets for that. Okay. So because there's going to be limited seating, so you'll be able to get tickets at Northern Rainbow's End for that one.
And when is that?
So that is the Sunday evening, starting at 7:00 is when. And Leslie Pedraza is going to be doing a free workshop on her world of fashion photography at the Norva Center. At Norva Center on the Saturday afternoon. So that's something you want to go and see for sure. That's really exciting. So, all the girls, out there that are wanting to be models with and learn some tips from one of the top fashion models in the world. This is your chance to call the Arts Council and get involved because it's going to be something else.
And if you go on the Culture Days website, Flin Flon Culture Days, you can go on the photos. We've got some albums, and they show some pictures, some really fabulous pictures from that last one 4 years ago. So to just get a little glimpse of what that event is going to look like.
That's going to be a great way. And then also, if you're looking for events generally, I should tell the people that if you go to culturedays.ca, you can actually make your own schedule. Right now, we have about 91 of the events already listed, so there's going to be a few more as they're starting to happen this week. This is the last week to register for a Culture Days event. And so you can go on there, you can click on the ones that you want to see. It'll spit out your own private list. And in the next couple of weeks, I would say, I guess Culture Days is in a couple of weeks, but very soon it's going to print, I think, in the next day. We're going to have our passports, which people love. And so you'll see everything in that passport, which is great for us. So that's going to be another amazing event that's happening in Culture Days.
And tell me about our bucket list that we're doing this year.
Okay, I love this. I started this last year because it occurred to me as a conductor that it's just the most magical thing to conduct, where it's almost like if you waved your hands around in the air and all of a sudden wherever you waved, it was blue or pink or yellow. You just, whatever your hands do, you got the power to do whatever you want. And so last year we did the Alleluia Chorus.
Yes.
Which was really fun. This year, the bucket list that people can conduct is Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Which is a crazy piece to perform and is going to be wild to conduct.
Yeah. So that's going to be super fun. And so that event, all from about 11 in the morning until about 4 in the afternoon. There's going to be entertainment happening throughout the whole day at Pioneer Square. Saturday at Pioneer Square. We're going to be starting with greetings from our mayor and our MLA, I hope. And then after that, we're going to have drumming, a ceremony. We're going to have elder blessing. And the hoop dancers, which we love, again, they're amazing. And we're going to have the bucket list happening after that. We have the community band, which we love the community band. We have Scenic Roots, which is a new band in town that's going to be performing. And, the list goes on. So if you're roaming around Main Street, stop at Pioneer Square or grab some food, grab a coffee at the Orange Toad and head out there and see some great stuff. So it's going to be really, really fun. And the bucket list, the choir. Yes, we have fun.
That's right. No, choir is always, and the Flin Flon Community Choir is starting next Saturday at 11 o'clock at McIsaac. Is it McIsaac this year?
Yes, it will be typically at McIsaac, except next weekend, our very first rehearsal on the 17th will be at St. Anne's because the school is being used for the band conference that happens in that room. But so the first rehearsal will be at St. Anne's, and then following that, they will be back at the school.
Okay, that's great. And, speaking of the Orange Toad, we were talking about the Orange Toad. We're pretty excited about this next event, which involves Doug and Ann Ross.
Yeah, I came up with the name Totally Rock because it's the Orange Toad. And Doug and Ann, they are just such a dear couple in our community.
One of the jewels in Flin Flon.
They are truly, truly, truly. We just adore them, and they have been singing, doing some rock and roll at the Orange Toad for the last decade. This is their 10th anniversary, so they're going to do a Culture Days event there, and we're calling it Totally Rock. So you go to Orange Toad and have a coffee and sit down there and enjoy it and give them a good thank you, a hand of applause, and another great Culture Day event.
That's right, and go out and support the Orange Toad, which of course is just fabulous, and it has all their fabulous coffees and teas and really wonderful hot chocolate. And then, of course, Crystal, our favorite, Dancing Down Main Street.
Yeah, okay. So this is always just the most exciting, the scariest, and the funnest.
Exactly.
All at the same time.
That's totally true.
Yeah. When we started it, for people who have never been part of Dancing Down Main Street, it was like, wow, what can everybody do, whether you think you can or not? And we thought it was dance. And so we thought, well, let's ramp it up and let's dance down Main Street. I thought it was going to be maybe myself, Susan, and her sisters. And thank God, about a couple hundred people showed up. And every year we just do it as a testimonial about community involvement in arts and zero experience necessary.
That's right.
We opened it up to pets in case pets want to dance.
Right.
It's just from ages 2 to 92 show up. And if you're younger, just get into a baby trekker and come on Dancing Down Main Street. And we always choose a great Canadian piece of music. And what we're choosing this year is a Canadian indie group called Fast Romantics. And they have a great piece called Julia. If you get a chance to go on YouTube and see it, you'll see it's the one with Fred Astaire dancing in the beginning of it. It's such a great, great song. And so we have Aurora Dance Studio from Thompson that's coming in to offer dance classes throughout Culture Days. And so we're really excited about them coming. There's going to be, for the girls that want to know this, there's going to be some burlesque dance classes at the green room, very private there. So that's going to be really fun. And beside PharmaSave, I call it the Rogers store. That's where there's going to be dance classes throughout Saturday. There's going to be yoga with Katie Kozak. There's going to be Zumba with Carla, which everybody loves. And then there's going to be couples dance and lyrical dance, so people can stop by there and see what it's like. And you'll be able to see through those beautiful windows. So just come on in and give it a try, or just have fun with it. So
yeah, if you're a dancer, I mean, we have a lot of stuff that you can dance with this Culture Days.
it's to celebrate. And so they're going to be the ones choreographing our Dance Down Main Street. So this is the way it is. You have 15 minutes. You rip through this in 15 minutes. Don't worry.
And that's all you need is 15 minutes.
That's all you'll need. And then we line up on Main Street. We're usually led by the RCMP, and Flinty often comes out for this, which we appreciate. The Bombers came out last year to dance with us, the Flin Flon Junior Bombers, and we just dance down Main Street. Yeah. And it's fun, isn't it, Susan?
You know, really, even for dancers, and I've said this before, you'll hear it again, for non-dancers like Crystal and myself, it's really the best time ever. You know, you don't have to worry about it because you're with hundreds of other people. Yeah. So really nobody's paying attention to you. You know, you can just really let yourself go and have fun. Yeah. And it really is just joyful experience. So that's for all of you dancers out there.
Everybody come, and non-dancers.
And non-dancers.
Everybody come on out.
In fact, if the truth be known, just come and walk if you don't want to dance, or just come and experience the crowd, because that is really fun too. You know
what I'm going to do this year? I'm going to, like, in my own head, I'm going to dance to all of our friends that are in the Paw and Churchill. There's been a bit of a struggle this last couple of months. So that's going to be I'm going to be dancing for you guys.
Okay. That sounds great.
This time.
That sounds great. And then another event that I really love, and I want to give a shout out there to all the jammers that we have in Flin Flon. If you're playing your guitar or your mandolin or anything in your basement, your garage, your house, and you don't ever perform in front of other people, jamming at Johnny's, which is happening on Sunday at
oh gosh, okay, that is such a good question. Look at the schedule, everybody. Yes. I think it's right after the Pictures at an Exhibition, so I'm thinking it's at 3:00.
Yeah. I think that's right. But if you're wanting to be a performer, even if you only know 3 chords, come down. We have a ton of guitar players that show up, a ton of singers, and couple keyboards. Sometimes we have drummers, sometimes we have bass players. We've had sax players. Everyone is totally welcome. We have songbooks, so that if you're not comfortable with songs, we can provide that for you.
Well, you know what, and whether you're a beginner or whether you're a seasoned professional, Kelty Anderson is coming in from Saskatchewan to present her permaculture and herbalist workshops, and she's also a folk singer. And so I was telling her about jamming at Johnny's because we were trying to figure out where we could put one of her workshops. And she says, "No, I really want to go to jamming at Johnny's." Good. So she's, it's a little bit like dancing down Main Street. It's just this big lovin'.
That's right. And you just got to get yourself in there, throw yourself out there, and just get it happening, because the more you come and be involved in events like this, the easier it is for you.
And this has been such a beautiful addition to our community. I think there's so many new artists that we have discovered because of jamming at Johnny's, and also local roots that we had no idea were around, sitting there playing for hours on end. And when you play for hours on end in your basement, you become pretty good.
That's right.
You just need to get out there and give yourself a little bit of a push to take part.
Yeah. And realize that you're not alone, that all of us, even the experienced artists, do have those feelings of nervousness and trepidation, and we just make ourselves continue to get out there.
And usually right after that, well, that was the best experience. Yes. I'm so glad I did it, and that'll be for you too. So come on out, you feel welcome, and just take in the fun.
Exactly. Yeah. And then we're always excited about the theater group.
Yeah, well, we have, you're talking about the ham sandwich?
No, I'm talking about the Manitoba Film.
Oh, the film, the Central Canada Film Group. Yeah, so that has been around for about 4 or 5 years. Manitoba Film and Music came as outreach to Flin Flon, and we can't thank them enough because of that outreach, we were able to build this little organization which is growing and really feeding our community and providing a service that we had never had before. So through the Central Canada Film Group, we started a subgroup called Films Up North. Fun film series, Films Up North film series. And so we are connected with the Toronto International Film Festival, and 6 times a year, monthly, we bring in these great films. For Culture Days, the first film you'll see is free. We provide that, so just come on in and see the film in the afternoon. It starts at 3:30 in the afternoon at the Hapnot Theatre. It's called Man Who Knew Infinity, a great film. film. Check it out. Check the trailer out, and so that's going to be there. And just before that, at 3:00, if you're interested, we're going to show the video of the Flin Flon Community Choir's performance in Carnegie Hall this past June, which we had a chance to see about a few weeks ago. And you know, I know it's a little bit braggy, but
we were good.
It was good. You know, you get so worried anytime you see a recording of yourself. That's when you get the panic attack. But no, 2 thumbs up, and we're really proud. So, you know, people in the community that are around, come and check that out. If you're not at Jamming at Johnny's, then, you know, come and zip over there and see this, because it's also, I find both of these, Jamming at Johnny's and the film, when I'm going 1,000 miles an hour for the weeks leading up to it, is when I just can relax and enjoy, just totally enjoy. And so there's so many people coming in from out of town. I know people coming from Toronto and Edmonton and, you know, all across the country. They're coming to Flin Flon for Culture Days. And so we welcome you to come to the party and the fun and get some sleep the week before. You'll need it.
That's right.
You're not going to do much sleeping during Culture Days. That's
right.
Okay.
Well, as you can see, we're just really, truly are culture crazy. And we look forward to all the goings-on the weekend of September 30th, October 1st, and October 2nd, which is our Culture Days event. So I'm Susan Lethbridge with Crystal Kolt talking about Culture Days. You can look forward to those events, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks to Shaw TV and Dorian, our cameraman.